This is Seconds Out with Lawrence Okolie. In car with Lawrence Okolie by the looks of things. Where are you off to?
I'm on my way to my mum's house. Just had some essentials that she needed, so I went to get those for her.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure she's appreciative.
No, definitely. I mean, it's a hard time, so she's a little bit older, so it's hard for her to get about.
How are you finding lockdown life in general? Obviously, it's very restrictive for everyone.
No, it's been difficult. Even just finding a way to train. I've been used to having groups of people to train it with, a coach to do one-on-one stuff. Now that's kind of gone. It's just up to me to go for runs and keep myself motivated. Obviously, you have to be self-motivated in this sport, but still, I'll be lying if I said it wasn't difficult, or more difficult to put in this hard graft by yourself.
What about mentally, just not being able to get out and about, see your friends as much as you normally do, just having that freedom taken away?
Yeah, that's difficult, definitely. You take for granted how nice it is to just be able to go to the shop, to be able to go and have a little meal with your friends. Boxing's such a hard sport. When you're pushing yourself to go for runs and do your workouts at home and stuff like that, sometimes the relaxing stuff, the hobbies, them all being gone. You can't go bowling, you can't go to arcade, you can't do those bits and bobs. It makes you feel the strain a little bit more, in my opinion. But ultimately, I've had to find new hobbies and stuff like that to kind of keep me going.
What have you found? What's been the number one new discovery?
I'm probably gaming and watching a lot more stuff on Netflix. I know those aren't maybe as constructive, but I enjoy them. They help me pass the time and forget about what's going on outside.
Who are you missing the most at the gym?
What? Sorry.
Who are you missing the most at the gym?
Shane, definitely Shane. Funny guy and a great coach. So just to be able to just learn and get the intensity out of myself and really push, definitely.
And how close were you to securing that world title fight before all this stuff happened?
Everything was done. We were all signed and ready to go. We were just waiting on an announcement, actually. The card was already sorted. Everything was good to go. But obviously this stuff has happened and all the shows from then till now have been postponed, So, that was obviously a blow, but it's there. The deal is there. The deal is done. It's just about when now,
And have you had any indication of when it might be rescheduled for? I know some shows have been rescheduled and some haven't.
Right now everyone's just waiting on the government, following the government guidelines and rules and regulations. There's not much we can do. It's a difficult one because the day that they say everyone out is not the day that you say, all right, let's get the boxing back on. There has to be some sort of integration, with what people are allowed to do and stuff. It's all about staying safe. At the end of the day, God willing, we're able to get out of this sticky time. This would just be another time in history where we just keep up, where we went through the COVID-19 stage. Do you know what I mean? And in a year's time, hopefully stuff is back to normal. We're just a little bit wiser. So there's no point in rushing back into everything. Of course, I want to fight. I want to win a world title. I want to get paid. Same as everyone. Everyone has their jobs or whatever else is going on. But it's just about staying safe and just making sure that we clear this up, once and for all now. And as a people, we leave this with a lot more understanding and a lot more safety.
And for people that haven't seen much of him, what do you make of Glowacki, who's going to be your opponent, of course, for the WBO? And what are his strengths and weaknesses?
What do I make of who? My next opponent?
Yeah, for the title.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good fighter. There's not much else I can say other than, he's experienced. Only ever lost legitimately, in my opinion, to Usyk. He's also only other defeat was to Bradis, but that was obviously controversial. So he's mixed at a high level, been a world champion, and just to be honest, he's southpaw, so that creates an awkward angle. He's strong, relentless, and I don't think he's going to be intimidated by crowds or by myself. as far as he's concerned, he's actually been in there on paper with at least. Oh, he's actually been in there with several world champions. So I'm basically going to be one of the most inexperienced people who's boxed in a while. So there's lots of pluses against him. But obviously, I see the let me not say negatives, but more so the shortcomings. The stuff that I believe I can exploit, and the stuff that I believe I have that kind of overwhelms and dominates. What he's potentially got.
What did you make of his controversial defeat in the World Boxing Super Series? You mentioned it just there.
Obviously, yeah, it was controversial. I felt like it was a good fight up until that point. Like they're both very game, almost to the point where it's over the top, punching after the bell. But it's something that I've seen come up in quite a few of both of their fights and they build up to it. So it was interesting to see two of them just collide, basically. What do I make of it? Yeah, it was controversial. That's it, which is why there was ordered a rematch and why I'm now boxing against Glowacki. So it is what it is.
Tell us the key differences between Lawrence Okolie now under Shane McGuigan and, say, 2 years ago.
I think the main one is a little bit more experience, a bit more confidence, and just under Shane, I would say a lot more intent. You're coming from a lot more intent. I'm still waiting to get out myself. I feel like there's more to come, but it's just the mindset that they have in the gym is very vicious. It's very get the job done. Like as much as they're happy to get a points victory, they want to see me look exciting. They want to see me dominate. So there's certain stuff I need to kind of unlock to really get that going. I always believe I'll win. I'm strong. I'm tall. I'm athletic. I'm a good boxer, but it's more so hanging in the pocket a little bit longer. Throwing a combination instead of a single shot. All those little things. Like I'm fit enough. I've never gassed in a fight. Never felt tired in a fight to date. So it's just about not just being fit and knowing I'm fit. It's using that. Using the fact that I can throw combinations. It's just using what I've got, not holding stuff in the tank.